Most of us just want life to make sense. We want clarity. We want certainty. We want a framework that tells us, here's who you're supposed to be. But the truth is, we live in a world that's full of ambiguity, that's full of uncertainty. And learning how to live inside that ambiguity is one of the hardest, but most meaningful parts of being alive. This is the first video in a 4-part series about living with authenticity, and I'm really glad that you're here. Please subscribe so that you can see the full series, but let's jump into today's video. When we're young, we're not asked to define the meaning of our lives. Adults tell us what it is, and society gives us the story. And for a while, we don't really question that or have a need to. And for most of human history, that's how things have gone. But today, things are different. We live in a world where ideas, beliefs, and values, they're everywhere. We have endless options, endless possibilities, endless philosophies for what to believe and what to make the meaning of our life be for us. And that freedom is really beautiful, but it's also really disorienting for us as humans who crave clarity and certainty. When I was a student studying philosophy, existentialism made me feel incredibly seen, because it's this philosophy that starts with the idea that there's no pre-written meaning for our lives, no external blueprint for what the right way to live is, no single correct way to exist. Instead, the meaning of our lives is something we create through our choices every single day. And that's really empowering, but it's also really disorienting. The existentialist Jean-Paul Sartre famously said, "Man is condemned to be free." Condemned because nobody can choose for us. Nobody is coming to save us from the responsibility that we have to choose the meaning of our own lives through our choices. Albert Camus described the feeling that comes along with realizing this responsibility as nausea, because sometimes the weight of choosing the meaning of your own life is enough to make you feel sick. No one is coming to give you the perfect answer because it's up to you, and it's always been up to you. The only cure I've ever found, and the cure offered by existentialism, is embracing the ambiguity of our existence and working hard to choose to live in a way that's authentic to who you truly are. It's not the life you inherited or the beliefs that were handed to you or the expectations that society put on you that you never agreed to. Authenticity is living an examined life. It's realizing that there are no perfect choices, no final answers. The best choices that there are choices that are truly aligned with your deepest held values, and choosing those in the face of uncertainty is what gives life meaning. And just to be clear, authenticity doesn't require us to turn away from tradition or religion, but it does demand that we look those beliefs deeply in their eyes and understand where we got them in the first place and if they are aligned with what we believe. One of the earliest existentialists, Soren Kierkegaard, was actually deeply religious. To him, authenticity meant fully examining your beliefs, examining all of the other alternatives to your beliefs, and then from that place of honest uncertainty, choosing to take what he called famously a leap of faith. But it's not a leap that is made in ignorance. That's what makes it so authentic. It's a leap made in the face of everything that you've come to know about all the other different ways there are to see the world. There's a quote that really impacted me when I was taking existentialism from Soren Kierkegaard. And he said, "To have faith is to lose your mind, but to find God." And that captures so much of what authenticity really is. It's recognizing that deep uncertainty that exists in the condition of life and what it means to be a human, and choosing carefully what you do believe in the face of that uncertainty, instead of just inheriting your beliefs blindly. To live authentically is to take an honest, hard look at your life and ask yourself, what is it that I truly believe? What do I actually want? And at the end of this life, what kind of person do I want to look back and know that I was? What kind of choices do I want to make each day along the way? Authenticity is a daily choice. It's a daily responsibility. But I believe it's the most meaningful one, because the alternative is living a life and experiencing a reality that somebody else chose for you. And that's not living a real life. That's the avoidance of one. So this is my philosophy on living an authentic life. Embrace the ambiguity, the uncertainty. Do the hard work of examining your beliefs from the ground up, not just what others have told you to believe and the story that society surrounds us with. And choose the path that aligns with who you truly are in the face of this uncertainty, even when it's uncomfortable, and even when it may not look impressive to others on the outside. It's not easy work, but this is the work that makes for a meaningful life, and it's so worth it. So in the next videos of this series, we're going to explore what authenticity looks like applied in real life, what it looks like in choosing where you live and what you eat and what you do for a living to make money. I hope you'll stick around, and I hope this helps you feel a little less alone as you face the ambiguity of what it means to exist as a human and strive to make choices that are meaningful to you and align with your deepest held values. Take care, and I hope you'll subscribe to follow along with the rest of the series. Bye.